Alright, this will be video number 3. I was actually on just kind of replying and to some questions and comments, and I noticed there's quite a few more subscribers, so I just kind of I felt obligated more or less to post a video on what's going on here. Just been super busy. I just really haven't had time to even pick up the camera. More or less, I really want to, kind of mention this company I found at Born Free last year called Estevez Motorcycle Design. And you can do a search engine on them. It was estmd.com, I think, that I found them, but that might be their out of country, so it might be like EMD USA or EMD-USA. Anyway, just do a search engine. They have a warehouse now here in Los Angeles, California. Just super cool product. There's other companies out there that do engine covers. I've never really been too impressed with any of them, like RSD. Some of their, seen a couple other things like for twin cams that I think are okay, but I just never was that impressed with any of this stuff, especially for the price. This stuff's not cheap either. But I really think it makes a huge impact on the bike. Obviously the primary cover you've just been seeing there. This is a headlight that they do. They do 2 versions of this. Very, similar cut. Just this one basically goes all around the bucket itself. Does not come with that grill right there, but it's just the bucket. These are some rocker top covers that they have. They're rocker box covers. This is their shovel. So it basically kind of gives it that shovel head look, obviously. It's just super cool, in my eyes at least. Again, it's not really that cheap, but for the price, I think it makes a huge impact on the bike. So I can show you kind of the cam cover as well. The idea, I'll show you while I'm over here, to me at least, was to kind of get this generator style, that they had on pan heads and pan shovels even. Look to this, to the bike. I'll get to this in a second. I can't really get back there, but you can kind of see, here, I'll try to put the camera over here a little bit better, the cam cover, and that goes right over your stock cam cover, because if you've ever been in a Sportster, that actually holds the other side of your cam, so that serves a purpose. It's not just a cover. So what I've done is chop down the cover like thousands of other people have done. Obviously, it's not anything new to do to a Sportster, but with that cover over, it gives a completely different look. And anyway, just check them out. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I just want to tell everyone about the product. I think it's one of the coolest things that I have seen in a long time. So anyway, getting back to this bike, basically this is completely changed from, what my intentions were really to do with this bike. I was planning on hardtailing it and doing, quite a different look, I think, was my intention than what it's coming out to be. But, sometimes that's just the way it works. I think a lot of that has to do with that I bought this bike, which you saw probably a second ago. This is an 02, which is a ridge mount motor. So the idea with this one is I will hardtail this bike for sure, and try to make this look more like that older style kind of look. Not that this won't, but this is kind of taking on more of a cafe look, especially if I do what you can see in cardboard right here, what I plan on doing with the fender and the seat area. Not that it'll make it a cafe bike by any means, but it's going to lend itself more, I think, in that direction. I think all of my bikes have a mixture of, different, styles, let's say, of motorcycles. And, that's what I kind of like about them for the most part. But, anyway, that's kind of where this one's going. It'll stay a soft tail. It's already lowered in the rear and the front, so it's basically, how it'll sit as you saw it. Nothing is really on there. The tank's just kind of thrown on. This is actually the exact same tank I used on the last bike, the soft tail. But I went with a wide glide front end. a 120 tire, the width on the front tire. I started out with some lowbrow fork shrouds, and then basically have just customized those to the point so far where obviously this cutout has been moved. Well, it's probably not obvious, but that's a good thing. But I've basically welded in a patch panel within here, cut these down lower so they actually fit all the way up to this, where they should, nice and tight. The attachment system is still, basically where I'm going to attach these. The trees I have are not like stock ones, obviously. These aren't made for a wide glide front end or any kind of, aftermarket tree, but they're a cam lock system. So there's no way of attaching it, like you would on the stock ones anyway. There's some other parts, obviously, that aren't on the bike, like I don't even know, the plate bracket and tail light. You can see I'm kind of working on what probably going to do some kind of front scoop grill deal like I did on the last one. I don't think I'm going to go with this design at all. It was just kind of something I was playing around with today. I don't know what I want to do exactly. I was even thinking about possibly putting in, something like this back in here, but I don't know if that's going to get too like, street super bike on it or anything like that. I don't know exactly. I also have some tall bars, which I love. I love these bars. So what I'm going to do is probably end up using these on this bike. When I get to it, you can see the controls and the grips also that will be used on this bike. But I'll probably do some lower bars now. But again, they kind of just turn into what they want to be sometimes. And, as long as I'm kind of putting my input in and it's what I want it to be, I guess that's really what matters in the end. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's sometimes you have intentions of doing things one way and it just really kind of turns out something different. I think a lot of that was having to do with me getting this bike, where a lot of the plans I really wanted to do with this and it being a rubber mounted motor just probably wasn't the best idea and things. So what I'm going to do is make this bike what it should be, and I'll make this bike what it should be. So keep an eye out for future videos. I'll try not to take 2-3 months to post them. Sorry, again, I've just been super busy. I'll try to post these a little bit more frequently. I'm heading out of the country again in about a week, so you probably won't get something for a little bit, couple weeks here, 3 weeks, let's say. But I'll try to be better than I've been and update these as I get some progress. I'll probably be starting in on this tail section and obviously that front cowl next. So I'll try to update that. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.